so low. Wait, I need a little chair or something. I need a pillow or something. With a little bit of a high chair. There's so many things going on in this apartment. We have container store things, Carlos's orders, my go backs from a shoot today. It's a lot going on all over the place. That helped a little bit. All right. Whew. Good evening. I'll wait. Oh, you got two on? Got two on? What's going on, cookies? Excuse the mess. It's a lot going on this week. Anyway, how are y'all doing? Don't y'all start barking. Do not start y'all shit out there. You already had y'all time out in the courtyard. Hello, I am doing just fine. I had a wonderful styling job today. I was assisting a good friend of mine and his photo shoot today, and I was really excited to help him. He looked phenomenal. I think his pictures and videos are going to come out so good. And he also worked with my videographer, so that was pretty cool. But it was just nice to see how everything kind of came to fruition, because we have been talking about this for quite some time, him and me working together, me styling him. Hey y'all, welcome in. And I was able to pull from some really amazing brands. I think all of them black male owned at that, which was really cool as well. So it was a really good time. It was a good time to see him like in the moment of his, like in his element as an artist, a rap artist, and just seeing all the looks that were in my head for him realized, so it's really good. Really good day. Hey y'all. Oh, thank you. You know what? This is from Win, Serena Williams's new beauty brand. This is like, what is it called? A lightweight, featherweight lip. In what's that color? Oh my God. So it's Skin's lip liner, the nude lip liner in number 15. And what is it? I want to get the name for y'all for the Win beauty, because she has two different lips for the collection, but they're both matte. And I got the Say Everything Max Intensity Featherweight Lipstick. That's a lot to say. It's their featherweight lipstick in the color Spark, which is a candy apple red. And I use Kim Kardashian's line, her lip liner, the nude lip liner in color 15. And I also bought from Win. So I got like foundation, some other things from her from that launch party that she had, but I ordered the concealer because I think they ran out by the time I got my goodie bag. And I ordered 2 lips from her. I got the Comfort Matte Lip in a brown color. I think it's the color Brave, and it looked really pretty too. Like it's like a mauvey. It's a soft brown. But anyway, I really like her makeup actually. Like I really like her concealer. I love her lipstick. I love her mascara is so good. I like the eyebrow pencil. I also filled in my eyebrows with that. The only thing I need to try again is her foundation, because the day I tried her foundation, I use a serum for dark spots. And sometimes when I use it, it makes makeup peel a little bit. So I had that on and it peeled a little, the tint that she has. I was like, oh God, let me try this again when I'm not using it. So stay tuned for the thoughts on the skin tint, but it is really good. And it's like, it looks like the color in the bottle on your skin, and it blends really well. Her foundation, her skin tint is really good. I just want to make sure it doesn't peel before I say like, I love it, just on its own without that serum on my skin. But thank you. Hey, y'all. All right. So listen, let's get into the conversation. So I don't know if you guys was able to catch the video that I posted for this month, but this month I want to talk or focus on brand story or telling your story as a content creator. And I also want to talk about spring refresh and when it comes to fashion, because I feel like we're about to come out of the transitional wear stages. And I feel like this is a time to actually tell your fashion story through your clothing, because I feel like a lot of us are reconnecting to our personal style or redefining what that is. So I want to talk about those things today. But um yeah, if you haven't seen the how to tell your story video, I just wanted to kind of reiterate a few things here just to make sure we're on the same page. So obviously the first month we talked about having the right mindset, like basically staying grounded when you're in this content creation space, whether you're a brand, whether you're an individual and personality, and even just as a consumer of it all, even if you're not creating for to for end all be all type of thing, right? I think just having an understanding of staying grounded in everything that you do, and making sure that you're not going to put all your eggs in one basket when it comes into depending on friends and family to support you, and just understanding that this is a journey. It's a long journey. It's a marathon, not a race type of situation. And then rolling into this month, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about how to actually tell your story online. And I think that a lot of us, especially in the beginning stages, we get so clouded in our thoughts about how we should be telling our story or what the hell we should be talking about, especially when we're multifaceted people. We have so many different interests, and it's hard to like put yourself in the box when you want to figure out how to tell your story. And one of the best pieces of advice that I got, when I first started I was like, well, how do we figure out what our niche is? Like, what is our niche? And I heard, you are the niche. And I really was like, actually, yes, you don't have to just do one thing or stay in one vein of storytelling. If you like multiple things, then you are the lifestyle, you are the niche. And so I touched on that in the video. I also touched on, let me just scroll down because I have my notes up here. I talked to you guys about picking 3 pillars. If it feels so overwhelming to think about the umbrella that is you, think about what people ask you the most as far as advice, or what are the things that you innately just love and enjoy on a regular daily basis, like what actually brings you joy naturally. And then the third thing that I wanted to make sure that you guys understood was the third pillar, which is, how do you tell your story? Like, are you having a fun, jovial spirit through it? Are you calm, cool, collected, and super soothing? And I think, again, it ties back to mindset. It ties back to doing shadow work and depth and deep thinking about who you are as a person and how you want to show up online, how you show up in real life, because there should never really be a difference. How you are in person, it should mirror how you are online. And that's why a lot of people sometimes when they meet their heroes from online are sometimes disappointed, because one or two things happen. One, it's either they're not aligned with who they are online and in person. So it's a little disappointing to the viewers meeting them in real life if it's not a positive introduction. But then two, you get so burnt out that when you are in public, you just have no energy, and that's not okay. Like, that's because you're not staying grounded and paying attention to what your needs are on and offline. So, we talked about that vein of telling your story, finding 3 pillars: what you love the most and what you feel the most joy in, what do people ask of you the most as far as advice, and figuring how connected you feel to your tone of voice of how you tell your story. Like for me, I like to have fun. I'm a comedian. I like to make y'all laugh. I feel like it's a very healing power to make people laugh. And I feel that life is too short to always be serious all the time. So you'll hear me, mimic different voices or say things in a quirky way, because I am just having fun. It's just who I am naturally. And there's a few people who've known me for almost 20 years in this chat that can tell you that. But just understand like how you actually want to come across. And I think that that's really important I shouted out, oh my God, and I said Jackie Ina's name wrong in my video. I was tired. I'm so sorry. But I shouted out Jackie Ina, Tabitha, on how they come across on social media. Like Tabitha, the moment she come online and be like, how you doing, baby? Why do we immediately start crying? Because it's like she's so soothing to us. And the same thing for Jackie Ina, not the same type of tone, but she is big sis. She's an OG in this space. She knows what she's talking about. She also knows how to set boundaries, and she is like that in real life as well. So it's like just understanding what your tone of voice is and what story and part of your life you feel the most yourself and happiest, and doing that consistently, because that way it's convenient to create. You don't have to put on a whole face to feel like you need to post something or create anything. Like, it's convenient to just be yourself. And when it comes to brands, because I know there's some people that have brands within this space, and obviously guys, like, chime in, ask questions, or make some comments about your thoughts on the video I posted or what I'm saying. But even with brands, it is a constant storytelling. Like, marketing your brand is constant storytelling. And I think that just looking at the products and services that you are offering, it's not just like, we sell homes. It's like, no, actually, if you're in real estate, then how you would market your story is, we work with families who want to start a legacy. And it is our job to make sure that you see the best options out there, that you know exactly how to approach buying homes, and that your family is set up properly in the buying process, and that we continue to have a relationship in order to continue your legacy and creating a larger portfolio of being a homeowner or landlord. So it's like, it's more about what problem you're solving, and then telling the brand story through how you're solving that problem. And I talked about different brands like Majori and Kith, fashion jewelry brands, and basically saying like how connected they are to their demographic and consumer, and that they constantly speak through that vein, and how consistent they are about their imagery or what they post. Like Kith, since day one, that's a sneaker store here in New York, but not just here in New York, they're actually global, from stores in Paris, Tokyo, LA, all around the world, right? And from day one, the owner of that brand has always made sure that he had photographers that were really great at capturing the detail of a sneaker. And they've done it ever since. And I think that for their consumer, which is a big sneakerhead, someone who loves sneakers, who, like people who love cars, they're like, oh, I love the hips on this thing. Like people who really love sneakers love to see such detailed photography when it comes to shoes that they're interested or purchasing in, or looking at, sneakerheads like Ronnie Feig, which is the owner of Kith, what sneakers he's interested in. They want to see the detail of these things. So being consistent in your image or visuals that you're rolling out to your consumers is really important, because it builds trust. It builds like an understanding of what you're always going to offer as a brand, and then just always answering the problem, how you're solving the problem for the consumer. You know what I mean? Do y'all have any questions? Y'all are quiet tonight. Was this thing, do I need to roll this thing? Oh no, come on, chime in. What are we talking about? But yeah, I wanted to make sure that we touch on this. And I've actually had the pleasure of having a session, a one-on-one session with one of you guys, and just talking about how her page comes across, how we can do things a bit different. And I do want to do some audits tonight. We're always going to do audits, right? I know, absorb. I know it's a lot to absorb. I just want to make sure I'm not like losing y'all or like making y'all fall asleep here. So I just want to see, is this thing on? Are you guys still with me? But I think that it's overwhelming for people to be like, oh, how do you stay consistent, right? Consistency is there only because I understand what my story is or how I'm sharing. Okay, good. I just want to make sure we are in session. All right, good. I was like, wait, it says people are there, but where are we? it gave you a lot to consider moving forward in this space. Yes. And and here's the thing, Mitch, like, don't take too long to consider all the things. I think what is fun and should be known about this space, okay, good, is that you can try different things and you don't have to stay married to it all the time, right? But I think the main thing to stay consistent with when it comes to showing up online is showing up online, being consistent. That's the number one key for the growth, right? And I think that if you want to try, like, for instance, I'll say this. For a short period of time on my you not my YouTube, on my Instagram page, I was doing a lot of where you going, let me style you videos. Or I'm starting to get tired of get ready with me's, right? So there's going to be a time where you're doing a certain type of series or a certain type of video, and you get a little tired from it, or you feel like it's not connecting like it used to. It is okay. And it's just time for a refresh. Like, you cook the spaghetti, you see if it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, keep going. If it doesn't, keep cooking. You know what I mean? Like, it's always going to be a cycle of trying shit, and seeing what really sticks for you. I think that's what I need to do with my photography and fashion. I want to somehow combine them, maybe focus on the details of the outfit. Yes, I think that could be. And here's the thing. I feel like for a time there were people really upset about how Instagram was pushing video so much and how the love of photography is kind of like fizzled out. Not necessarily. I feel like I need to get better with my photos on Instagram, like showing up more with photos. Um, but I do think that the love of close-up details is still very much there. And I feel like still photography is very much the backbone of Instagram. It truly is. Otherwise, like, places like TikTok wouldn't have the ability to make carousels out of still photography. So I think you should combine it, whether it's through video or through still photography, showing that detail, because I think if people love fashion, they love the detail of something. They're going to love seeing the stitch, or seeing a fabrication so up close that they feel like they're touching it. Definitely get into the details of fashion. I think that would make you stick out. The struggle is real with consistency. And it's true. Like, I understand. I've definitely, my first year of doing YouTube, deciding to do a YouTube channel, I was inconsistent my first year. Like, I was good from January to June. I had a life event happen. I had we lost a family member, and I just fizzled out for that whole summer. And then I picked it up in September. But what made the difference of me staying consistent is, it sounds really stupid and like sounds easier said than done, but it is true. I woke up and I decided, that's it. I'm doing it. I can't, like, I got to get out my way. Making the decision wholeheartedly and just being like, if I don't stop doing my shit, stop getting in my own way, I made a decision. So it's like, you have to get to a point where you're so tired of being inconsistent or saying, not living up to your own word. That's a breaking point that really will catapult someone. And the other thing that kind of got me going with getting off of that stagnant space, I was watching a YouTuber named Cassie Thorpe, who's a friend of mine now. I was watching her YouTube. She posts Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week. I said, this girl makes 3 YouTube videos per week. Now, granted, her videos are anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes every video, right? And I do understand. I feel like 15, 30-minute videos are very easy to edit once you get the hang of it, or just consistently posting. Like, once you get the hang of editing things and just pushing it out, it becomes easier. But seeing how consistent she was helped me get my shit together. And I feel like you definitely have to watch who you're following and the things that are surrounding you, because that can make a big difference too in your level of consistency. Do you think it's better to speak on your videos for more engagement? Because I do love photography. I think that it's good to have at least a voiceover so people can feel like they know you. Even if a viewer cannot see the person that's speaking, hearing your voice is very personable as well. So, and my father's a photographer, and I've been begging him to do different things, right? To just try shit, just one day he's going to listen to me, right? But I always tell him like he should post a series of photography from different events like political marches and things like that. And I'm like, you should post like 5 to 10 pictures from these events and do a video voiceover talking about a funny story in the midst of those moments or something that you learn from that assignment. You know what I mean? So I do think that there's a knack for storytelling over still photography that still makes you super connected to the viewers. So I think that hearing your voice is good for engagement. You may not necessarily have to do face to camera and speaking. You can do a voiceover, whatever feels more comfortable and natural to you, and people will pick up on it. It's exhausting figuring content, editing content, day to post, time of day to post, and then if it's a dud, it's a lot. What do you mean if it's a dud? Like if the video doesn't hit your audience in a way? Because here's the thing, and I think what helps, and it could, so I think, again, this is easier said than done, and it might feel like very time consuming, but besides waking up and saying, I'm going to do this shit and I'm not going to stop, right? There's another thing that comes up where you're like, at the top of every month or every 2 weeks, you pick a day, maybe it's a Sunday afternoon, and you take an hour or 2 or 3, and you map out what you want to create content about. For instance, I think I have a note. Okay, let me pull up. I can't share it, can I? So when I go into my email in Gmail, right, there's like a bar there where you can create tasks, right? Actually, let me go get my laptop so I can show y'all what this looks like. So I will sit and write down concepts for YouTube videos, short-term videos, right? And this is just like, it's a brain dump of ideas, or I make note of what you guys send me to create. Like, oh, could you do a video about white shoes, right? I'll list it down. So basically, everything is full. I know all my space is full, computer. You ain't got to tell me about myself. Oh my gosh. Not my computer telling me all my business. So just let it wake up a little bit. But there's an area on Gmail calendar where you can create tasks. And let me see. So here we have short form media, YouTube content, and then regular my task, right? Like personal things. So on YouTube listing, I have videos to how to shop for denim, how to elevate your style, white shoe outfit ideas, trending sneakers for spring and summer, members only styling videos. So like I write all these things down, and from time to time I write little details under each one, so I know what I need for every video. And then I do this at the top of the month, and I list everything out, and I'm like, okay, these are the concepts that I want to cover on YouTube. And then for short form media, I have some series that I want to start. And then from there, I write down the details to make all of those videos. And then I plan certain days a week. Okay, Mondays, I create my YouTube videos for the week. Thursdays, I'm creating short form video, and I'm going to edit them on Friday. So I create YouTube on Monday. I edit on Tuesday. I'm good for the week. Thursday, I create short form video, and then Friday, I'm editing. Now, if I'm making short form video in real time, it's easy. I just I put the camera up somewhere, do the thing, edit it real quick, and then I post it for that day, like an outfit of the day. But when it comes to creating series where you can batch certain content, you have to actually create time and really get into the details of what the concept is, and then also outlining the format of how you're going to make that video. Because if you don't, there's a lot of creators, and there ain't nobody in here that does this, but like there's some creators out there that really just do shit on the fly, willy-nilly, and it's very rare that it actually works. Like, you have to prepare and plan out your stuff. You have to create some type of outline on what you're going to talk about, because if not, you're going to be hemming and eyeing and this and that, and saying all kinds of wrong shit, and making yourself look crazy online, and it doesn't create a trusting base of a tribe or a community. So it's like, you have to make time to plan. So then when you create the plan, it's all about action. So true on consistency. I have a friend who runs a food blog, and she pre-records herself making all the food on the weekends and then schedules her content twice a week. And that made her page blow up. It's like meal prepping. Honestly, like, you have to plan it out. Gotta go to the grocery store. You gotta make food. You know what I mean? You gotta put it in the containers, and then you gotta eat it. It's just like, you have to think about all these things ahead. And I know it seems very heavy and daunting, but once you start the flow of it, it just gets easier as you go. Even if it's old content, she'll repost on that schedule. Yes. And that's the other thing. Like, I'm starting to like go through my old content, like things I've posted last year, the year before. And I'm like, I really want to repost this. And I think emptying out the clip is a good thing too. Like, things that we just hold back all the time. Like, why didn't I don't know why I won't post it. Just post it. It's in the barrel. Just roll it out. Dud meaning it doesn't connect with an audience. The engagement isn't there. Low views, low likes, low comments. And listen, that's gonna happen. There are times like I hate when this happens, but it usually happens when I have sponsored content. And that's why it's so important to be like, I have to tell people on social media, like, this is sponsored, so like, show it some love, But there are times where it's not gonna hit. Even if you have a larger following, like, there are some things that aren't going to hit. And at the end of the day, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. It's like cooking spaghetti. Some of it's going to stick on the wall, and some of it is going to fall behind the damn oven. Okay. So when that happens, count that as a learning experience to say, you know what? All right, let me figure out what didn't work. And maybe I'll try something different, or you can just keep moving from it too. Not every post will give you a lesson. Some of them will, some of them won't. You just don't take it personal. Just keep sharing, keep showing, and maybe try different times of day. Are you posting the same times a day? I wonder. Let me know. I was just having this conversation with myself today. Planning is my kryptonite. But that planning is an aid to consistency. For a time, especially at the top of this year, like, I noticed I wasn't writing down my to-do list for the week or planning out my week as far as like, what am I going to do each day? And I was doing that all last year. And I feel that that is a big difference as to why there's certain levels of consistency happening. I wrote everything down in advance, and I stuck to that. So while it might be a kryptonite, it'll be the make or break. Hello, Carlos.
Hello, Cookie.
I didn't see your text message. I was talking. How you doing?
Good.
He's just coming home from work and dinner. You had dinner?
Yep.
But yeah, I know planning it could be very like, daunting, but that's why I'm like, you have to take time to really just like carve out a time in the week and really sit there. They're saying, hey, Carlos, where'd he go? Oh, he in the bathroom. And I get it. I get it. How do you guys feel about your storytelling, or does anyone want me to look at their any of their pages tonight? Let's talk about that. I have been posting based on when Google search says it's the best time to post each day. My preference would be to post at that same time of day instead. So I love you for doing that, for doing the Google search on the best time to post. So and you know what? I did the same thing when I was first starting, because I was like, what is a good time? Like, what is going on? Have you ever looked at your analytics on your platforms? Like, let's say on Instagram. Have you ever looked at your analytics to actually see what time of day your audience is on? You want me to do your audit? Okay. Let me just show y'all. Where's the time of day? Hold on, let me see. I need to find it for you. Hold on. I'm looking for when it shows time of day. Okay. We got on at 7:30. Excuse me. Thank you. Where is the thing where it shows time of day? Okay. Starting with Mitch. Okay. Not even on Instagram? Huh? Thank you, guys. Thank you. I forgot that fast I sneezed. Okay. Mitch, what is your Instagram or TikTok? Let me know what page I'm looking at, what platform I'm looking at for you. Where is the day and time? Oh, okay. So make sure, so when you're on, oh my goodness, this is so aggressively lit. Okay, professional dashboard. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to go to total followers, right? And you're going to scroll all the way down, and it gives you the day, days, and times. So like Wednesday, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to read it off. So on Wednesdays, I see that a lot of my folks, you guys are on around 3 p.m. on Wednesdays. That's interesting. So I tend to post either at 10 a.m. or 6 p.m. any day of the week. So if I don't post something at 10, I'm going to post at 6. And that's just how I've always posted, because it's just a schedule I've created. And y'all have shown up for it, right? But this does give me more insight about when you guys are going to be on. So double check that, Mickey, and see if it's like, is that where you saw that it wasn't there? Mitch, I'm about to do yours. Okay. All right. Let me. Just see you in my login. Check again and see. Babe, you saw your boxes came. It's on top of that box. Your fragrance and your shoes came in. Yes, I go to your channel when my day is slow. See, it's like people will show up even if it's not the same time I post, or people expect it. Like, I'm starting to notice, like, people will, especially on YouTube, people like first, like they like to comment first. I'm like, whoa, okay. it's a race. All right. But it's because I schedule it and they expect me that time. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's discuss Mitch's page here. And I'm going to tell you first impression. Okay. Your name on there says Sublime. Take it light, but take it. Okay. I like that you like cool colors. But let me see here. And what I'm trying to find is basically a theme of what exactly people can take away from your page. Like, what is the value, or what are you teaching? What are you sharing with the community? Is this you? That look like Rihanna. That's Rihanna. Oh, that's Rihanna. I see her tattoos that way. I'm like, who's it? Okay. All right. So, well, first of all, Mitch, wait a minute. Let me look at this. The last time you posted was July 25th, 2023. I'll tell you what I feel about your page. It is a very mysterious page, first of all. And from me knowing certain things about this type of aesthetic, you do love fashion. You like edgy, dark type of fashion and things. You are really into moods and vibes. You know, you probably live more in the moment than being able to capture things, which is fine. But to me, this is more of a lifestyle page. And if you want to grow, you should definitely be posting way more. I'm not really sure what you want people to know about you. You just throw little tidbits out there. But it is really great photography and stills and really funny things that you interject here. I like that you have what is Black Panthers, Fred Hampton. You know, so you're pro-Black, Avi. But I like the vibes and mood. But I want to know, what do you said spot on, I'm listening. But what do you want to do with your page? I love that you have this throwback of Whoopi on here. I freaking love Whoopi Goldberg so much. Actually, I love her so much. But these are such old posts. So, like, what do you want to do? And in your highlights, you don't even name your highlights, but these are for music. So that's good. People can get to know you by the type of music that you listen to. And then there's a fashion runway highlight. But how would I know? What would make me want, if I wasn't auditing your page, I would not be encouraged to press on your highlights to know what they are, because I'm like, they're just two periods. I don't know what that is. It looks like something funky. Like, I don't know. I will tell you this, as vibey and moody as it is, it's not as welcoming as I think you would want it to be. So tell me, Mitch, what do you actually want to do on social media? Because I think that's where we need to start. I don't know if it's speaking through how you really want. And once you tell me, I think I could give you a little bit of edge. I'm still figuring out. I definitely want to focus on fashion and motherhood and self-development. Okay. Let me see something. Ooh, sorry, y'all. I'm just looking at a reel that you have here. Okay. I'm looking at one of your fashion reels here. You have personality. So I think even though it's very vibey, your video and storytelling really spoke to me, because trying to put all of what I like into content is very difficult. Yes, but I think that one, whenever you're doing something where you're showcasing yourself or something with motherhood, whether you're showing your child's face or not, because some people don't show their children's faces and are still able to showcase motherhood. So it just depends on what you're comfortable with, right? I don't encourage, like, you have to decide as a parent what is good for your heart when it comes to sharing your children online. But I would suggest you brighten up the video a little bit more so people can see you better. Number one. So when you're showing your fashions, your experience as a mom in the moment, or whatever thing that you feel is beautiful within motherhood, we have to see a little bit more clearly. So clarity and a little bit more brighter with your video content. So while I get the vibes, it's a bit too dark, right? And then when it comes to the other things, I feel like certain still images or just like very moody imagery that you're posting here, that can be dark. That can create a consistency, right? But I do think that you have to brighten it up a little bit. And I noticed with that fashion video, it's old, so I'm sure you will approach it differently today. But make it a little bit quicker. This one was a bit too long. Like you taking too long to come down the stairs. You know these people don't got no damn what's it called? Attention span. It's like, where is she? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come down the stairs. What? Why you can't leave your bag on the thing like that for that long? It's a stair because you don't know who around the corner. So hurry up when you coming down the stairs. You know what I mean? But like, so just brighter, a little bit fast paced when it comes to showing your human space. And then with the other things, I think the still imagery, that's right, that's fine, right? And then also with your highlights, like maybe write what the highlight is about and make sure that your highlight images are consistent or have some type of story flow to them or some type of visibility, like what is, like someone can see what it is. Either you pick a what's it called, a full color, and it just be a color. It could be all black too if you wanted it, but at least give it a name so people know what are part of your highlights, because it also gives some insight about who you are as a creator, what types of things you're interested in. And the other thing, Sublime. Sublime could be in your bio, but I think you need to have your name in some part of this. Is Mitch your real name? Have like some form of real name in your bio somewhere. You know what I mean? Okay. Hold on. Okay. No audit needed for me today, but I wanted to share a win based on Carolyn's advice from last month. I got my first influencer shout out. I followed the email format that Carolyn suggested on. Yes, I saw that, Erin. That is very good. And I will cover when we talk about pitching ourselves or media kits, I'll give you guys a few templates then as well. I think that's going to be, I might do it earlier because some stuff is like on the monthly, like it comes around in certain months. Let me see. What's the next thing? Okay, so next month is about creating goals as far as like what brands you want to work with, certain collabs, and aligning yourself and networking within that space. And okay, yeah, brand kit and guidelines. So I'll have some templates for you guys, like stronger templates, whatever you guys need for next month. But yes, Erin, I saw that. I loved it. And you packaged it so well for that girl. Like, very, keep going. Keep going. Wendy, I'm just trying to have a good time. Wendy, did you talk to the people at Dylan Lex? Did you do your thing? Let me know. I like that idea for, yes, please, like, try it this way, especially since it's been such a long time since you posted. Just hit them with something, honey. Yes, congratulations, Aaron. That first message got cut off, but I hope y'all get what I should. Yes, ma'ams. Of course. Okay, who else wants an audit? I owe someone an audit from last month. It's in my email. Are you in here? Because I actually was like, it was a lot to write, and I wanted to tell you in real time. And the email was it would have been really not long in a bad way, but I had like a lot of feedback. Okay, good. Yes, Wendy. Okay, good. Thank you. I have to go there tomorrow. I loaned some pieces for the shoot today. Okay, give me the platform and the name to check. And then in 15 minutes, we're going to switch into style because, spring and summer is coming. And yeah, so I'll do Charlene, Gigi, and Shinod. Shinod. Help me. Hill House Vintage. Ooh, I don't know who that is. I'll definitely check her page out. Okay, you want me to look at GG Flavor of Life? All right, let's go. YouTube. She Node. Thank you. Y'all, because the way that I read things, it is actually like, I need help. You would think I don't know how to read sometimes, but I do. I just need to hear you say it for me first. All right. Gigi's Flavor of Life, sharing my unique style to help you discover yours. Okay, so I'm on Gigi's YouTube page, and I'm looking at your banner. And I think the first image across the top, I think that's really good. I like that a lot. Reads well. Okay, let's just look at this description in case we have my real birth name. My name's Parallel Universe, my profession, cocktail waitress and an American Sign Language interpreter. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading her thing. Here I'll share my unique fashion sense, love of food, and unique take on all things in between. Come along for this joyous ride. Okay, Gigi. I don't even think I have a description, but I need one. Description, when it comes to, here's a note for your description. Where you start saying, here, I'll share my unique fashion sense, love of food, put that first. And then get into your namesake. So people want to know what the page is about. Put that first. Then a little insight about your name, where you come from. That's number one. Okay. So, and I like that you have your website here and your Instagram linked. Perfection. All right. So, it doesn't say how many videos you have overall. Oh, 40 videos. Okay. Why do you have 2 videos posted on the same day? You have Revamp Your Closet, Reset Part 2, and then Part 1. You posted both of them on the same day? Let the people wait. Give them a couple days in between. Space it out. Make them want more. Don't post 2 YouTube videos a day. Space it out next time if you have 2 parts or more than 1 part. For sure. I think that you have really good, like I see that you're trying different thumbnails, and I think that's really good. I like the recent ones that you have going on. I think the last 3 that you tried are really good. You look visible. The date night looks, maybe that one your images could have been a little bit more closer together here because it's a little bit more negative space in between. I think your thumbnails are good. They're legible. People know what they are. And I can see from How to Style Interesting Denim or the Denim Maxi skirt, I can see how that may not have been as clear, but they got really good views. So yeah, I was thinking Netflix Wait, why is this not showing me the thing? Need to see it all now. No, oh, when people binge watch, no, let them wait. And also it kind of gives you leverage on like scheduling. So it's like, okay, I want to post once a week, then do it that day, the next week. You know what I mean? So that people are starting to expect you on those days and that time. I think I'm clicking on one of your videos now, and I'm just looking at the lighting. Your background is really good. I like this. I like the fact that you're using a rolling rack as well. I like the fact that it's 24 minutes. Let me just.
You can guys utilize all of these things to.
And I'm doing a really quick review because we all can't see it, right?
Your closet and in your closet and in your own space for your own. You don't necessarily need a person to be physically right there with you because you guys are here with me in the closet, and I'm going to be purging.
You have really good presence. Keep going, GG. The only thing I noticed with the edit flow is when you edit your like you probably were speaking and then like had a pause, or like maybe you were checking your outline or something, because it looked like you were trying to edit like a space and time. I'm trying to describe it. Your words flowed into the next edit. So it looked like you were saying something, you try to edit it down and then start the next frame. And so your sentences blended. So the video image blended and your sentences blended. So make sure when you're doing those types of edits on you speaking, that it's decisive. Like you hear the full word and complete the full word, and then you start the next full sentence clearly. So just be careful when you're editing your video that your words don't clash into each other or your visuals don't clash into each other, because it's a little confusing. That's the only thing I have to say about your editing, but you have really great presence. It seemed like you were outlining yourself, like you had a flow of communication, and I like your usage of space. I think you have an amazing background to work with, especially talking about fashion. Like it's great to be in a closet setting like that. You have really good lighting. You're doing really good. And I also like that you had like a cup of coffee or a tea or something you had a drink. So it made it very homey, very welcoming. Keep going. Get consistent. Post the same time. Like figure out a schedule, whether it's weekly, which I highly suggest, or bi-weekly, but post the same day, same time. Okay? Very good stuff. I like this. This is very nice. You have a very nice YouTube page, honey. Very nice. Okay, and let me just subscribe. Okay, so who was next? Who's next? Got a few more minutes before we switch over. Hill House mentions she blew up over the pandemic for just being a fly Black British woman who gardens and lives. You know, I think I know who you're talking about. She actually really looks amazing in her countryside home in the UK. Like, what in the frick? Okay. Yes, tell me platform and page name. I have a question for you that I'm curious about. How can we help you most to monetize your investment of time? Is it about getting more subscribers and likes, making purchases from your links? I think like on the YouTube, so membership channel, it's just I'm monetizing. I get the monthly. I mean, obviously YouTube gets their cut from our membership, right? But I get that, and I'll give you some insight on, yes, please work on the schedule. So when you start to monetize on YouTube, when the ads run, there's like a percentage that each creator makes every time an ad runs, whether it runs for a few seconds or the full amount of ad time, right? Obviously, the longer amount a person watches an ad, the more percentage the creator makes. And I think since I've been able to monetize, like every month, it just gets bigger and bigger. But like really, YouTube, the amount of views and ad runs can help a creator make money, right? So yes, views help creators make more money when they're monetizing. I think, yes, using links. So what's interesting about the links, I heard one big creator talk about how they were like, oh, so I hear y'all not using links, so we don't make money on purpose. And I was like, I don't know if that's the case for me. I don't really link as much as I should probably, but I don't think people aren't using the links that I give. But links do help. So links, yes, they give you a certain percentage off of each sale, depending on what it is. Like for instance, if someone buys a Dylan Lex, and I didn't even know this until like 2 months ago that Dylan Lex was even on LTK. So the owner told me to start doing this. She was like, use our links because you make 10% off of each sale. I was like, 10%. So it's very rare that brands give that much percentage to a creator when they use affiliate linking, because most brands, it's like anywhere from 1 to 5%. Like if I'm selling stuff on Amazon, I see 2 cents, which I'm like, Amazon, y'all know y'all wrong, because y'all could definitely pay me more commission, right? So it's like that, or you'll see like $8. So yeah, using links, that does help. It adds up for creators. Allowing ads to run on YouTube, it maths a certain way and we make a certain percentage. But yes, I think that sharing and there's sometimes where I'll give a link and I don't make any commission. Like if any of you guys use the far-fetched links that I use for the sponsorship, I don't make any commission, but they're tracking it. And if people buy off of the far-fetched links that I provided, they will work with me again. If people don't, and I think they're still counting, like if someone saves a link that I shared or they add it to cart, it still shows some kind of traction and they will work with me again. But sometimes I'll have links that I make no money off of, but it shows a brand traction and engagement. So all of that, when you guys click on things, when you watch things for a certain amount of time, it adds up in some way. I haven't been in a game that long enough to really be able to calculate everything. I feel like it's a lot to get, like it's a lot to understand. Percentages and math is not my strong suit, but all those things add up at some point. So right now I'm at a point where YouTube, it's not paying, like it's not paying for my full rent, but it pays for my portion of the rent at this point, which is really good, right? It's good. That's good for me. So, and it was not like that a year ago. I think I started to make more than $300 from YouTube starting in July. I started to see money. I think I made like 300, and then something happened in August and it was like $900. I was like, it's what? So yeah, I don't understand the math, but that's what happens. So some things just monetize automatically. And yes, if there's a link that we provide, it helps people make money. But also engagement helps us with sponsorships as well. Yeah. Someone from Adidas asked me, how do my links work? Like how do people engage with my links? And I showed them like all the data that I had that I could give. I haven't heard from them yet, so I guess I don't have the best engagement that they want, but maybe I will. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate you. Okay, wait. Who's next? Who's next on the audit? Let me do an audit. Charlene, what platform you want me to use for your audit? And then while we're doing that, the rest of you start plugging in some questions about fashion, about what are we doing for spring? Like, do you guys feel prepared for spring attire? What is happening? Do you feel like you're tapping into your personal style? Because we need to talk about this. Okay. Is it Charlene Johnson on TikTok? Don't cover your eyes. Look at me. I don't think it's Charlene Johnson. I don't know. It's two white ladies at pink. Okay, there we go. I was like, I don't know. This don't look like this is you. NYC Eat It Up. Is that how you say it? Okay. And don't cover your eyes. I feel like I'm in a place to redefine myself. Okay. All right. We're going to get into it. We're going to get right into it. Okay. Food, family, fashion. I like the fact that you have your name at the top as something that defines what what you will showcase on on TikTok. I'm sorry. Lost my words for a moment there. Okay. I feel like you have a lot of personality. Really got y'all ordering dessert with your main course. With sweet potato. Hold on. Hold on now. So you took us through about 15 seconds before you start talking. Charlene, I told you these people don't have no attention span. You cannot wait 15 seconds to start talking. And then in some of the frame, you're not even in it. You walk past the camera, back and forth. And then about 10, after 10 seconds in, that's what you start talking about. What we talking about, this recipe. So, number one, let's speed up the process here. I know, but 10 seconds, you can still get the same effect with about 3 seconds of that timing. Still the same effect, 3 seconds. But tell us the tea. What are we doing? And I like the fact that you have like all these ingredients in the back here. And it's very relatable because I don't know, I don't have the time to label all my ingredients either. And I just feel very put to shame when people have all this stuff labeled. I'm like, I aspire, but I don't know how to do this. I need help. So I love that you have a very relatable, clean kitchen behind you. And I like this dual. She has like where she's doing the recipe and she's showing her face at the same time. That's really cool. I actually really like that. It's like we're on FaceTime together. I like this aesthetic that you're using. Very much so. I like this get ready with me. Very relatable. If you want, you can cut it up a little bit more to make it a little bit more quicker. I like that belt. That's nice. But I do like this dual cooking arrangement. This is cool. Let me just look into some of your, and you have the whole recipe here. Put like 2, 3 hashtags, like 15-minute dinner or how to make, I don't know anything about cooking. How to make braised ribs. Do you braise ribs? I don't know. But whatever the thing is here, how to are you sauteing something? I think you're sauteing some short ribs, some how you saute ribs, braising. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But you put in those like 2, 3 hashtags, so it's so the SEO behind the video that people can find you. And try your best to do like not quick meals, but like something that's like super easy. And maybe do some videos where like you're eating the food too, right? I'm not getting to all the end of these videos, so excuse me if I'm not seeing that you're actually eating the food at one point, but something about people eating food in front of us and like reacting to it and then showing us the recipe. There's some kind of magic behind it. Like I want to see the end result first when it comes to food, and then I want to get into how you made it, so I can know what I'm signing myself up for. And I need you to speak up a little bit more.
I'm so glad. Everything was there.
You have a very soft voice. I need you to bring it up a little bit more because the background noise in your voice is the same volume. And if you can't, put your captions on. I like your coat though. This is nice. Okay. I was thinking about style. Okay. Wait, that's the thingy. You're a trained chef for 26 years. I want to lean into specifics. Yes. What is a good SEO number? So I think when it comes to hashtags, keep it to 2 or 3. Don't get too crazy, but make it super relatable. And maybe even when you are picking your, like when you have your cover image, even on Instagram, right? Write on your cover image what the recipe is or what the type of video is. You know what I mean? I don't speak on any of my cooking content. I just show the cooking. Well, I think that's fine too. I think not speaking and just like showing the movement of it all, that's super soothing because a lot of times I feel like people who watch cooking videos and save them and never make them, we watch the videos at 3 a.m. in the morning, and most of the time everyone else is asleep at night. So I don't need to hear you talking on the video either. But like if you do, it's great. If not, then I could put the volume down and it'll be fine. But Charlene, I would have to put her volume all the way up because she doesn't have captions and she talked real low. Charlene, this is why you gotta talk a little bit louder or have captions. Your voice is soothing, but I heard the police in the back on the street. I need to hear you more than the background sound, Charlene, please. Or at least put some captions up in there. Please, Charlene, I can't hear you. Please, please. So overall, very good. I think I love the fact that you have your description. Do you have any other links that you can share? Like, do you have like an Instagram account? So anytime you have anything else to share, whether it's a website or goodness, you can put anything underneath to describe a little bit more about you or where else to find you. Or actually, Charlene, add in your description your history as a chef. 26 years of being a chef. That's why you should trust me on what the hell I'm talking about on my cooking platform. When I cook on my platform, that's why you should trust me. I've been a chef for 26 years. And guess what? When I cook, I put that shit on and I get dressed. Don't be afraid to wear your good things in the kitchen because if you know what you're doing, you won't make a mess out of getting dressed. Bars. Use your mic, Charlene, please. Please use your mic, please. I don't mind the nonverbal cooking videos depending on the recipe. See what I'm saying? Charlene? I have captioned in my last few. Well, with you in that bubble coat, I need to know what you're saying. You talking about a grocery run? Where's the groceries? I didn't hear nothing you said. Put the mic on. I low-key abandoned IG. That's fine. When you feel that you are ready to return to that space, we'll talk about it then. In the meantime, maybe clear up that page a little bit so when you go back to it in some point, you feel refreshed, or whatever you post on TikTok, just reshare it on your Instagram. But do not download the video from TikTok and then post on Instagram. Edit the video outside of both of those platforms and post on either one. So whenever you download a video from TikTok and you use it and you post it as a reel in your Instagram, it has that TikTok watermark. And depending on your growth, your following at that time, it may not push that video. It might actually silence the video because it has a TikTok watermark on it. Same thing goes for if you create a video on Instagram and you download and save that Instagram video to your phone and repurpose it on TikTok. TikTok will not like to see Instagram's watermark on that video, and they will not push it on the For You page either. So when you're editing your content, make sure you're using it on an outside editing app and then post separately. You've been posting TikTok as a reel. It's okay. And that might be a reason why there's a lack of traction, but try to keep it separated. It's better to have a CapCut watermark or a InShot invisible watermark because it's there. We don't see it, but it's there. It's better to have editing app watermarks and posting it on any of the apps. It's better that way. You can always reshare a TikTok video in your stories on Instagram, but if you're using it as a reel, keep it separate. It's something about them watermarks. They don't like each other. They do not like each other. And they'll be like, oh, so you just gonna come over here with your TikTok video on Instagram and think we're gonna share it with the people? No, sweetie. We're not sharing that. You can go ahead and get these 2 views. Like they're petty. They're petty with each other. So yes, edit it on one platform, on one editing app, and then post singularly. Okay. Let's get into some styling conversations. So Aaron said, I was thinking about styling some denim that I've created in the festival looks. Ooh, you did not miss the Coachella bus. Wait, Coachella is coming up. Can you do something tomorrow? Like, even if it's not like from last week and prepping people, posting Coachella looks in inspo this weekend, you're not missing the bus. Please post something for TikTok for Coachella. Just hashtag Coachella, because at the end of the day, even if it's not for people to wear exactly to Coachella because it's this weekend, people who are always on Coachella vibes as far as style, they're going to ask you to make them some denim. So use Coachella hashtag immediately this weekend with your posting so people can find you. So this is more about brand awareness more than it is to prepare people for Coachella outfits. You just want to be visible. So share the scarves, share the denim, share it this weekend. You need to post 3 videos this weekend on both platforms. Thank you. That is your assignment, Aaron. Thank you. Wait. Oh, I missed something up there. I'm so sorry. Are there any events centered around spring and summer fashion? I really want to attend fashion events. So from what I understand, the only fashion events that really take place during the summer, or even right now, this is the season of bridal presentation. So we're going to see a lot of bridal fashion commentary and visuals at this time. And then in the middle of summer, there are presentations mostly for men's fashion. And then there's some brands who are on their own calendar and time. They'll show some things, or like swimwear week and stuff. So really it's bridal, menswear, and swimwear that's really popping off from now until August. So there's not too many fashion events, but what will be happening are more of the like beauty brands will have a lot more activations outside. So like, just the other day, there was a brand called Dende that is based out of California. They had a matcha truck over there at the NYU campus. And like, I remember Youth to the People had a truck outside of Sephora. Like, you're going to see a lot more brands doing things, pop-ups around the country in many different major cities, doing activations where people can come and get free stuff, have experiences, get their makeup done. So those are the types of things you might want to follow more along the lines of beauty brands, because they're going to have a lot more events now that the weather is breaking. They like going outside around now. Hold on. Okay. No problem, Charlene. Snap TikTok is a good one to use to remove the TT watermark. Someone just ordered something. My hair and nails are both between styles. Aaron, I'm gonna need you. I don't care. I don't care if they're in between. Maybe cut off, weight, neck down, and put your arms up. Figure it out. Get the product in there. Okay. How do we get invites? So a lot swim weekend exactly. So when it comes to pitching yourself or getting on people's radar for different events and stuff like that, reaching out to the brand via DM or email and saying, hey, just giving you some insight on who I am as a content creator. Now, next month, I'll show you guys more about like how to present yourself to a brand. But this is this is a good thing to talk about now. You want to introduce yourself to a brand. So you say, you know, I'm a creator based in New York. This is the type of content that I focus on. If you have any events where I can get to meet you guys and learn more about the brand, I would love to, you know, be considered for an invite, right? So you put yourself out there on PR lists, or like reach out to PR companies, or reach out directly to the brand via DM, or really email is a little bit more professional, but DM is cool too, because a lot of brands reach out to me via DM first. So reaching out to those brands and just saying, like, if you guys have anything coming up, please put me on the list, and just, you know, here's my contact information. When you guys have something come up, I would love to attend things. Okay, I'm lost. Y'all done left the girl behind, watermarks, etc. What? So basically, you know how like when you go on Instagram and see people posting stories and reels, and they'll have the TikTok, like their name in the corner, and then they'll end with the TikTok end of video. So sometimes when you are just starting as a creator or posting more, posting a video from TikTok that you created and downloaded and saved from TikTok onto your phone, and posting it on your Instagram, sometimes it hinders how far or how many impressions that video or reach can get, because they don't like seeing each other's watermarks or logos on videos posted on their platforms. So if like you create a video on Instagram and you download it, save it to your phone, and then you want to post it on TikTok, it's going to show an Instagram watermark on there. TikTok is not going to like it. So it's like you'll see a lot of people doing that, but for the most part, a lot of them either don't care about reach and they're just sharing to share, or they have a larger audience anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're still visible. They still have a good algorithm that will help them surpass that petty stuff. But when you create on either platform and download a video from either platform and put it on each other, there's something that happens where it hinders visibility. I need a repeat of exactly what you said for reaching out to brands and invites. Listen, just reach out to the brand and say, listen, I've been a fan of this brand for quite some time. I've used you guys, or even like post something. And if they see it and they repost it or they like it, let that be your like the availability to be like, oh, by the way, I am a creator based in this city. I would love to be put on the list for events that you guys have coming up. I will be available this summer. I will be so excited to meet you guys in real life and get to know you better. This is a space of interest for me. I love this brand. So please keep me in mind if you guys have anything happening in, what's it called? Where are you at, Savvy? You're in New York, right? I did a quick repost on TikTok last week compiling all the denim I've made and tag Coachella. It got a little traction. I'll do another post and refresh. Please do. But yeah, definitely. So like, I think, and that's another thing, like sometimes when you want to position yourself talking to different brands. So in LA, and there's a lot of activations that happen in LA all the time. So definitely reach out to those brands. When you share content for around that brand, like today I posted Kiehl's or Win, Serena's brand. Like you post their stuff, like, oh my God, I love this, or here's the thing, you tag them, they will see it for the most part. Sometimes they don't, and that's okay, but like try again. Like if they see that you mentioned them in previous conversations or previous things, and then you say to them, hey, just so you know, I'm a creator based in LA. I would love to know whenever you guys have different events or activations around the city. I would love to attend and get to know you guys more, right? So for either city, like let the people know. And a lot of brands who are based in New York do things in LA and vice versa. You know what I mean? You get a lot of reposted page. Yes. So that is a way for you to be like, you guys see, I love this brand. So let's talk. Let's meet each other. What's happening? It gives them the like ability to see, oh, actually, she actually supports our brand. She should come. It opens the doors. But when it comes to, okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Wait, I don't want to leave the styling stuff out, guys. Let's talk about spring fashion too. We have a few more minutes. Also, I have not yet been able to purge my closet yet because it's been cold. So, and I'm also waiting to do a video for a brand on the 23rd. And a part of that video is basically like a spring reset. We got stuff from the Container Store. I have to redo Carlos's closet. I'm clearing out a lot of stuff because we're going to move soon also. So I will do a video for everyone to show like a spring reset and start on a purge. But I also feel like I'm not shopping until June, number one. Number two, I'm not shopping for anything because I don't know if there's even a void for me to shop for in my closet when it comes to spring, summer. But number one on everyone's list, before we start shopping for anything, we need to know what we actually have in our closets and make sure that it aligns with our spirit and our personal style. So for everyone's homework, when it comes to personal style, get in your closet, start flipping the seasons out and figuring out what you have and getting rid of things that really do not bring you love or happiness anymore. Activations, like that word. I need to get out of New York. Not too much going on in Philly fashion wise. And Philly is so close. Oh my gosh. There's a girl that I know that works for Fashion File. She lives in Philly and she'll come up like every week or so. So she's always in the city. I'm not a fan of sneakers or flats. Can you recommend any fly or statement shoes that are at least a little bit comfortable for walking? I wonder, but so when it comes to like the style of shoes that you like, tell me some brands or some styles that you're into. Because the first thing that comes to mind are Jill Sander platform sandals, but that is a very specific look. So give me a little bit more insight on a spring summer shoe that you're into, because I know the gist of like fall winter for Wendy because I've seen those images, but I cannot figure or assume what you tend to like for spring summer because I've only seen, yeah, they're chunky. So like flat forms are chunky flat platform type of shoes, and they have them that are really minimalistic looking, very minimal, like just two thick straps or a thong shoe with a strap on the top of it or underneath it. So there's like a crisscross moment, but those I feel are very comfortable, very stylish, and it still gives you some height and like an edge to it. But I don't know if you like certain things that are a little bit more minimal as far as like the thickness of a flat form, or you know what I mean? Give me a little bit more insight. Like what is a shoe that you wear every year for spring summer? Describe it to me. If it's a strappy sandal, if it's a clog or a platform, that type of thing. I find that there's not much in stores that were forecasted for spring summer. Really? I feel like I see so much burgundy. I'm seeing a lot of denim, a lot of fringe, um, a lot of leather. Maybe it is delayed. I feel like this is the month where we really start to see a lot more materials hit the floor. And I'm also noticing that there are brands that are actually limiting the amount of units that they're rolling out, like to be more sustainable or greenwash themselves a little bit more. I'm noticing it's a little bit delayed this year, or the amount of inventory has lessened, especially when it comes to designer brands. I've been noticing that. But as far as like high street brands, I do feel like it's but also there's a lot of stuff that were forecasted that we've been had trending, you know. But they're out there. It's starting to roll out for sure. But I think this is the month where most of that stuff starts hitting the sales floor. So like I see a lot of new season hit the floor in February, in April, and August. Got it. I'm moving my passion to the floor. I'm a full-time CEO of a nonprofit thing. I love that. but I'm a licensed cosmetologist and makeup artist. I want to style women in nonprofit sector. We tend to be boring. Well, that might be a ticking point for content. Asking people if they would be comfortable with you styling them in some way. You never know. The least you just ask them and see if they wouldn't mind taking some time with you to do that. Yeah, I'm a buyer and I'm seeing nothing at markets. Really? It's that slow. And the thing I missed the market at the Java Center in February. Oh my God, I don't know how I missed the dates, but I did. But I've also been looking at the brands that I wholesale shop from, and I didn't really see much that was exciting to me. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I love burgundy, but it feels a little off wearing it in the spring. Just me. There's a couple of colors that are trending right now that aren't really so spring summer-ish, and burgundy is one of them. I agree, Mickey. It is a little strange, but you know what's funny? In the past, I've always said, "Oh, I'm so over bright colors for spring. I'm a dark color girly," and now it's like it's actually being given to me, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Why are we wearing burgundy right now? But it does look good with a lot of stuff. It looks good with lime green. Mickey, have you seen it with lime green like Gucci did? Oh my God, it's so pretty. Hold on. I tend to wear strappy sandals. The last sandals I bought were Versace mules with the laces in the front. I know exactly which ones you're talking about. The Valentino strappy sandals with the ties around the ankle. Not comfortable at all. Really? Okay, so I'm thinking, there's some Bottega, but you want more flat shoes right now. You want more of a flatter shoe. What about your Ghani flats? So let me tell you about my Ghani flats. I had to get back to you on that, Devonna, because last year when I bought, I put them back, the Ghani flats, and Wendy, you might like these, but I'm giving you a little bit of a warning because last year when I bought them, they were the best. They were the best. They were so comfortable. And then the other day, I wore them to run errands. Wouldn't you know, I got 2 blisters on both of my pinky toes. And I said, oh no, I done told everybody how much I love these last year, but maybe it could have been because my feet were swollen that day, or it was the first time I wore my like an open back shoe in a long time. Like I've been wearing socks and boots all winter, so I don't know, but you might like these, Wendy. These are the Ghani Mary Janes. They come in a couple different colors: white, red, and black. Patent leathers. I have the animal print. It goes with a lot, but Devonna, I don't know. My pinky, it was a blister, not even like just a little rub, a big old watery blister. So I still love them and I'm going to try them again, but that was a little traumatizing the other day. I was like, I've had these since last year. What is going on? That hurt so much. Sheets we should talk about. Sheets? Oh, wait. What do you mean? Y'all should talk. Oh, sorry. I'm like, wait, what? Y'all know I'm slow. Y'all should connect. Yes. No, a comfortable shoe that's not a ballet flat or anything that resembles. Wendy said, I don't want no damn ballet flat. So I think those are really good from Ghani. Miss Wendy, can I get back to you on a little bit of, I want to create a little list. Maybe I can make I owe you guys 3 newsletters now. I owe y'all a newsletter for the women-owned brands because I was actually asking people for a little bit more information and then like time got in between and I lost track. So I need to do the women-owned brands. I have a Farfetch, what is it called? Favorites list that we're about to make with each other. And then nice comfy shoes for spring. I will have one pair of ballet flats on there because I really like them. But I know I'm not the whole thing, Miss Wendy. We're going to get comfortable shoes, and it's going to be a lot more than just the ballet flat. But I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for spring, summer. My faves list. So we'll do shoes. Oh my God, shoes. I'll definitely get that done this weekend, all three, because I need to. I have them all here, and I feel like I have tons of screenshots of shoes in my phone, and I need to put that on a list for everybody. But yes, because I'm not joking. I had a whole band-aid on my pinky toe yesterday. I've never had to do that before. I was like, what is going on? And I went to the gym. Maybe my feet were swollen from the workout. Because I did a bar class and it was a barefoot class. I think it was the class. Maybe I won't wear those on my gym days, huh, Miss Wendy? That blister was mean, honey. I had to get the alcohol wipes and all the things. Oh my God, it was surgery. I did surgery on my little pinky toe with that little blister. But yes, I definitely want to, when I do this spring reset, and I'll give you guys insight. So I have a video that I'm doing for Brooklinen, the sheets company. That's why I was like, sheets, we should talk. I was like, wait, how do you know I'm working with in my mind? That's what I was thinking, but I'm working with Brooklinen, and they didn't give me a concept to create with. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a spring reset, and they're going to have like a big special that week that I post the video. So it will go hand in hand. Like I'll have a discount basically to share in some way. Because, when they first work with you, they don't give you a discount up front. Brooklinen does, but like this one is actually in alignment with a full special that they're doing anyway for Earth Month. And I will be doing a lot more digging as far as like what I have. It's okay. It's okay. It threw me. I was like, sheets, how do you know this? You guys know me. Oh my God. But I'm gonna do a lot more purging this time around because there's so much stuff I'm not wearing, and I really just want to disconnect with it. A lot of stuff will go on my closet sale. You see, I'm definitely getting old. I don't mind others rocking new stuff. I just don't want to buy anything new anymore. Kind of over it. Starting to feel a little wasteful for me personally. And I think I'm feeling the same way, Mickey. Like the other day I got like a vintage jacket. Not the other day, last month. I got this vintage jacket and I was like, you know what? I haven't bought a vintage piece or a thrifted piece in a long time. And I'm really into just buying things that is just one of one. And, yes, it gets me in trouble when people are asking for links of things, but I'm just like, no, I'll find similar things to it. And that's fun because I love shopping anyway for anybody. But I'm really more into just getting a one of one type of thing, or just, I don't need anything. So I feel that. I think a lot of us are feeling overwhelmed with the amount of things that we've consumed over the years. I think we've overconsumed so much since the pandemic because let's talk real. Like we were getting that extra money from the government, and people were shopping so much during lockdown when we had nowhere to go. And we created this behavior. And I'm not saying all of us, but there's a large majority of people that are feeling overwhelmed with shopping or feeling like we've overconsumed. And I think it really has to do with the fact that we were shopping so much when we had nowhere to go because it was a soothing thing for us. We had the extra money to do it, or we're making more money overall. I don't know. But I know I was shopping a lot, and that really started to create a really bad cycle with me. And I had to slow down like a year ago with like intentionally buying things or buying things that I could make several different outfits with. And overall, I get it. Like, I don't think we're all getting older. We're getting older every day, Mickey. But I think there's a lot of we're tired of consuming at this point. And I saw a video about a brand called Brandy Melville, which is like a young I'll call it a young white girl brand, like the cheaper Abercrombie version for these young white girls. And I remember it being, in the New York scene when I came out of college, and I was just like, the quality of these clothes are really cheap. And they said that it was made in Italy, and come to find out, there's this whole horror story and documentary about this brand and how many lies, how racist, how misogynistic it was, how cruel and crazy the owner is. And he hasn't even sent out an apology. They're getting better as a brand, like making more money, even though everyone knows their shit. It's on HBO Max, exactly, Nisha. And it's like really exposing everything about Brandy Melville. But within that documentary, they show what's it called? Accra, Africa? Ghana? What's that place in Ghana? There's a place in Ghana where there's so much clothing material and waste in the waters on the shore that you can't even see the sand anymore. All ripped up clothing and materials and I'm just like, whoa, what? And it's deteriorating the earth. There's many things deteriorating the earth, and yet fashion is one of the main things that's deteriorating the earth. But that Accra, Ghana, the other thing too, like that area, they're known for reusing fabrications. So it's crazy that all these clothes are being washed up onto shore in the way that they are, wasteful as hell. And it's in a place where they do as best as they can to reuse things. But it's like they just dump things anywhere. And then there are places there's an Italian brand that will take secondhand or used clothing and put it in piles according to color, and they make new wool out of it, which I love. I love that. I'm getting there after watching Queen's cookie video the other day. I literally styled 10 outfits from my closet with tags. Yeah, like we got to get back in there and get back to square one about what we have in our possession, get rid of things intentionally, and buy things intentionally, like actually buy things to fill a void, Yeah, it's very shocking. It was crazy. As an aside, I just checked your LTK and thank you for the styles. Yes, someone DM'd me. They was like, first of all, I need the link to that carrier. And I was just like, oh my God. I saw several DMs and I said, I didn't even get to post it on Instagram yet. But yeah, that's the other thing. If you had LTK, you can download LTK. It's really a shopping app. Like it'll tell you when things are available. Like people post things, and if I post a video on any of the platforms, I'll repost it on LTK and I'll tag everything that I can that's a part of that video on there. So I just made a LTK post for the styling kit that I use when I'm on shoots and what's in that kit. So, but yeah, it's a really cool Carhartt kit. It's really what's it called? Like a tool kit for construction workers and stuff, but it looks cute. My hairstylist uses it when she's working at different sites. Oh, thank you, Erin. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how it rolls, and I want to be really intentional about the video. So I'm going to be working on the video over the next few days because I have to do a couple things. Like I'm painting paintings for it because there's going to be an apartment reset type of video, and they're sponsoring it. And they gifted me some sheets as well. So I'm really excited to try out their sheets too. They look really nice. Yeah, a lot of those developing nations receive so much of our clothing waste. And it's like, it looks despicable how much waste. But Brandy Melville's material is shit. It's shitty. And it's always been shitty. There's a company in NYC called Fab Scrap that tries to offset a lot of the garment industry waste. They resell a lot of designer textiles to keep them out of landfills. Yeah, I love that. That's good. That's really good. But for this month's styling video, I want to focus on resetting ourselves for spring, summer, and resetting our wardrobes and some key tools or practices to do that. Let me know if there is something else you want to see in the styling video that is exclusively for this side, though. And also, I have a new email. for like stop like inquiries within this space. Where is it? Oh, I think it's look, I think because I changed the name. It was something else. I think it was info. And I was like, why did I just call this thing info? It should be inquiry. Let me just double check. But it's inquiry. Where am I typing? Where am I actually typing? I started typing and there's nothing in the thing. Inquiry at, yes, just making sure. It's carolinggray.com. Now that email, you guys can send me styling requests for videos that we're making over here. Or if you want me to audit your page, if we didn't get to it today. But that is for like my online community. Whenever things come up that you guys want to talk to me about, send it to inquiry, because I don't want to get too much mixed up in the brand stuff on it's gray at itscarolinggray.com, because that's directly to me. And then this, to me, this will be a little bit more defining and I won't miss things. You know what I mean? Accra, Ghana. Yes. So whenever you guys have any questions, email it to me on inquiry at itscarolinggray.com. And that's where I will handle that space. Because I feel like my other email, it between like the brand conversations and like accounting and like other types of brand emails, I'm like, I am sick of this. And I feel like I lose things in there. So I need to clean that other email up, but I feel like, let me create this for you guys so it's direct. Like I have nothing else going there. It's only for y'all. So let me go into the Gmail. Tool belt, Tim the Tool Man, but make it fashion. Exactly. Yeah, it was very helpful to have that on deck today, especially with that. My client, he can't sit still. Oh my God, he was in. I was like, can you please stand still? Like I was trying to fix things. He's over there rapping and moving and doing the things. I'm like, yo. And he's one of my very good friend's husband. And me and him actually worked together. He worked for me at Equinox, and that's when they met each other at my job. But he's a music artist, and he asked me to style him. But we're close. Like he's like my little brother. But I was like, after today, I'm not talking to you for 2 more weeks because I've had enough of you today. I have had enough of you today, moving around. I can't even pin things because he's moving this way and that way, sweating bullets on it. I'm like, stop moving because you're sweating in the clothes that I have to give back. What are you doing? Smoking? Oh my God, it's stressing me out, y'all. It's stressing me out. I'm telling you, going forward, I do know. Like I'm not gonna do so many one-on-one personal styling things because it is very time consuming. It's a lot of energy work. But when it comes to like specific projects, I can do them if I have enough time. Like I need a month's notice to prep for days like this. Like I've been in talks with these brands since last month, so that it worked out flawlessly. I will have a little bit of behind the scenes on my April monthly video. And you guys will see it's very cool stuff we did today. He looks so nice. And I made him wear pearls from Dylan Lex. He wasn't ready. He was like, I don't know about that. And I said, no, they're going to look good. It's going to look very nice on you. And I put him on. He was like, oh, hell yeah. Put him on. I was like, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. It's great. I know what the fuck I'm doing, okay? But anyway, all right, y'all. So since we're wrapped up, does anyone have any other questions about storytelling, your niche, or how to pitch your brand or anything? And if you think of it later, email it, or I'll make a community post for everyone that wasn't able to make it today, because we have a lot more members. I know not everyone's going to make every single live. I get that. So I'll make another post just to remind you guys if something comes up, because I'll be filming the style video next week. So let me know if you have anything before then. And if anything comes up for next month's theme, I'll also remind you guys to ask the question, but if anything, just email it too. You missed the first 20 minutes, had trouble. Oh no, why? Oh my God. Well, I'm saving this. I'm saving this. And at the beginning of this live, I was just reiterating the topic that I discussed in the content video. So what I'm feeling so far is, I'll post that content focus video at the very beginning of the month, and I'll just I'll touch on it just to make sure everyone watched it during our live. And I think most of the live, we should be talking about like audits or different ways to approach your content, if that's what you're here for, or to answer more style questions. But I think that the content creation focus, I think you guys actually prefer to see the video before we even do the live. I think doing it before the live, you guys get what you need, and then we have more time with each other on the live. Because last month I feel like I spent a lot of time on the monthly focus, and I don't know. I feel like I would rather y'all have a lot more time to connect on other things with me, right? Do we have a date and time for next month? So for the live, it's always going to be the second Thursday of the month at 7:30. So next month will be May 10th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And next month's theme, as far as content creation is concerned, is creating goals around like who you want to collaborate with, networking across up and down, and brand kits, like how to pitch, basically like you're pitching yourself to brands or connecting with other creators and things like that. That's going to be next month's focus as far as content. And content focus. And then when it comes to the fashion portion video, I need to see how we're feeling next month and what we need, because we're feeling like things aren't rolling out like they should be. And also we're digging more into personal style. So how would you suggest that approach some of my colleagues who are style challenged? No judgment. You know what I would say? I would say, I am leaning into a hobby of mine where I love styling people and trying new things and doing makeup on people. And I see that there's some opportunities for you to, like, I see something that could really work on you. Like, I love what you're doing right now, but I feel like there might be some really great opportunity to add some things. And I would love for you to allow me to try on you or to take you through this experience. Like, most of the time people would pay $200 for a session like this. Like, I would love to do this with you for free, like, and also to build our relationship. Like, I wouldn't really talk about what they're doing wrong, but more so about what you're developing and what you're trying to focus on, and that you would love to try it with them and see if it works, like practice with them. So make it more about what you're doing instead of like doing a makeover and then showing them something new for themselves. Because like my client today, for instance, Dylan he's colorblind, number one. Number two, he really has no clue what to put himself in. Like, he puts ripped jeans on and a hoodie. That's it. And when I took him shopping, I put him in wide leg pants. I introduced him to a new sneaker brand that has like a lot more cartoonish character to it that he did not know about. And all I asked of him was like, just be open to try it on. We don't have to take it if you don't love it, but just like be open to try something on. I just want to see something. And having that conversation up front, he was just like, I'll try it. Like, I'm a little weirded out, like pearls. Like, what do you mean a man wearing pearls? And I'm like, just let me show you what I mean. Let's just try it. And if you don't like it, I'll take it back. No problem. Don't worry. No pressure to commit yourself to what I show, but I just want to see something. And then come to find out, he became a whole superhero on set today because he just tried it. So make it more about your hobby and what you want to create and just asking them to be your guinea pig if they wouldn't mind. So that's my take on that, because that could be a little scary to approach someone and be like, you should not be wearing them dresses, but I got an idea. You know? And also, like, another way too is like, you have a great figure. Like, don't you want to try something new? Like, I could just see you try this on and it'll just be amazing on you. Like, let's try, let's have a day at the mall, but get them excited about that and see if that works. But if not, come back and tell me. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out another game plan. But it should work. All right, y'all. Well, it was a pleasure per usual. I love having lives all around. I do Instagram lives on Monday, but that's like for shooting the shit with everybody. Like that is not a focused conversation. That is a free for all. We're talking about growth over here. And yeah, so this, to me, this is very fulfilling to do. And I'll see y'all I'll see y'all on Sunday on my next YouTube post and on the other platforms. But the next live will be May 10th, the second Thursday in May, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. But I'll see y'all then. Okay. Thank you, cookies. And I will save this. Every time I'm about to close down the live and save the thing, I feel like I'm about to press the wrong button. Oh, hey, that's okay. I'm going to save it. Actually, wait. I have feedback for you. Wait a minute. And actually, I need I have feedback for you, Shay. But it was too much for me to write in an email. Not in a bad way. It was just a lot of feedback, okay? I got you. It took me some time to watch your videos, right? So please don't be mad, but I got you. We need to set up a call. I think that's what we need to do. If you guys want to do a call with me too, if you guys want to book a one-on-one call, I've been doing that with some of y'all here. Feel free to do that. I'll also post my calendar if you want to book yourself into my calendar. We could do that. No problem. But we need a call because I have a lot of good feedback for you, Shay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good week. Aaron, we better see those Coachella posts. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And everybody, all the feedback, let's roll it out. Let's see the changes apply. Run it up. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, week, and month. Where do I end this thing? Oh my God. Where's the button? Okay. All right, y'all. Bye. Love y'all. Okay.